Hey guys, welcome back to AF Farms for another logging tutorial, and in this video we're going to cover how we take our cut logs and transport them via vehicle to the sell point, carpentry or whatever it might be. So basically we're going to run through a few different options for base game transport, and we're going to test out some of these base game equipment options to move those logs. So first up we've got the bale trailer. So this is primarily designed to transport bales, so you can find it in the tools sections under bale technology, and it's the FarmTech DPW 1800 bale trailer. Right now you might be wondering why would we use a bale trailer to transport logs. Quite simply, it's just basically leveraging equipment that you already have, so you don't need to purchase additional equipment. Alright, now with these tension straps that we're demonstrating here, you can use these to tie down your logs and transport them safely, so they're not going to fall off. The only downside to using this trailer is it's got no sides or edges, so the logs can fall off if you don't place them correctly in the first place. So something to consider. But once again, it's an option, it'll work. It's just not its intended purpose, but you can leverage it to transport logs. Alright, moving on, we've got the low loader. So the low loader gives us the benefit of not having to lift our logs up very high. So like in the timber trailer here, it's got very high sides, so you need a loader that has sufficient reach to get over these red bars. Okay, but once again, we can actually get in the tractor here, lower the low loader all the way down to the ground, and we can pile up this this bed here with all sorts of timber. So this is great for the for any sort of tree that you want to chop down and move on, even if it's got a regular size chunks or not neatly cut bale lengths like over here, but it'll still work the same way. So another option, and this is quite inexpensive from the shop. If we go to low loaders, so it's the Bremer Transport Wagon TP 500S, 15,000 in game to buy. So very cheap, very practical. So this can also transport pallets, small equipment, vehicles, that type of thing. So something to consider if you've got a small scale timber farm. Well, you just need to remove a couple of trees. So we'll come back to the Flegel timber runner in a second, and then we've just got our standard lizard pickup with a flatbed tray with the tray down, so we can get some additional logs out the back. And then we've just got the Brockman, I guess, transport trailer. So this is designed to transport vehicles as well. But once again, you can load up this bed here with logs and take it for sale. There's also other trailers that you can use in the base game. So if I just go to the trailer section quickly, this sort of trailer here just attaches with the drawbar and pin to any tractor. So just another option. So all base game equipment, all accessible to new players, very straightforward. So what we're going to do, and obviously we've got the timber runner here. So this is in forestry technology, or forestry equipment in tools, as the Flegel timber runner. So this is it here, 39,000 to buy, and it will do, I believe, 8 to 12 meter lengths of wood. So obviously the longer the length of wood, the more value there is in it, but also there's more equipment cost and setup, and obviously you've got to have the trees on your map that are suitable to utilize this to its full potential. So if logging is something you're going to do long term, you definitely would consider getting this trailer. And then obviously you need a suitable semi-truck to pull it, because it has a turntable set up, not a hitch, but you can get a dolly to use a tractor to then pull this trailer and make it work. So let's go and jump into the skid steer, and we're going to just demonstrate loading a small log onto the low loader. So let's go and pick one that may be a suitable size. So hopefully this one here. So obviously we've got to open up our grab, position our, get it a little bit lower perhaps. So it could be a little bit ambitious here, but we'll see. So what I'm going to utilise is this tree stump just here to help me get underneath. So I'll close that down, lift it up. So there we go, little skid steer to the rescue. Just going to hit the stump, aren't I? So obviously now this is limited with what it can go onto, so let's try and put this onto the bale trailer actually. So we want to come up nice and square, 90 degrees to the trailer, and we'll just undo our grab here. So sometimes the logs will stick. So there we go. That is now loaded onto our bale trailer. So to secure that off, we just need to clamp it. Another way you can do tension straps is to actually jump into the vehicle, hold down R1 and then press R3, and that will apply all the tension straps at once. So there we go, that log is not going anywhere, and we can go over and sell that, no problem at all. Alright, so let's, I'm not going to demonstrate the low loader, because basically you can get the idea. We've got sufficient height to get this log onto the trailer in the first place. It might be a little bit contentious on how many logs you can get in there, but like I said, it's not designed for logging, however you can use it for that purpose, so very, very handy. Alright, let's go and have a look at the telehandler next. So the telehandler is good because it has a longer reach, which is going to be excellent for loading our timber runner. So let's go and grab one of these. So this is a spruce in front of us here, so we'll see how we go picking this up. So we want to make sure our grab is all the way open. We want to try and get underneath it, tilt it back. We'll shut that grab off there. So we're not quite in the middle, so this might pose an issue for us when we go to lift it, but we'll basically see what happens here. So okay, let's get in position, lift it up. Now the telehandler has sufficient height already, but obviously if we needed to go that little bit higher, we can just extend the boom out, get that in position, and then we just let it go. So there we go, job done. And obviously we don't want to tip the trailer over when we back out. So easy done. You can try and do multiple logs at a time, but obviously be cautious with that because you may tip the entire trailer over, which would be unfortunate. So next, let's try the tractor with a front loader attachment. So this is the medium size tractor. So this is just one of the fence. It's actually this one. This one just here, the Fendt Vario 700 with a upgraded engine. It's at 246 horsepower. So let's go for a nice big heavy log. So let's try and get this one just in behind here. So what we're going to do is just sort of push it out the way, position our fork so we can get underneath. And then with this grab, if it's sliding, basically good practice is to get up from behind it and then tilt it over and pick it up that way. So because the logs will have a tendency to want to move away from you when you go to pick them up, sometimes you need to go from the top to load them up. So let's just get this one in position. Now you can see that weight is keeping me nice and balanced here. I'm not tipping forward excessively. position. I'll go forward just a touch. Get that to release. So we'll tilt that fork back up, back on out. And there we go. So we've now loaded 2 logs, and that's not taken us very long at all. Alright, let's go and switch to the... let's go to the wheel loader. So I'll just jump out of here quickly, run on over to the wheel loader. So obviously this is the big... the biggest loader in the base game. There's bigger loaders in the expansion and with mods, but basically for the purposes of this demonstration, what we're going to do is we're going to try and pick up a decent pile here. So basically what we're going to do is get in there. I'm just going to try and position them against this stump. Actually, what I might do is I'll come around the other side here. And we will go for the ones on the other side. Now the other issue you'll run into as you start logging is sort of how to... Here we go, let's just grab these while we're here. So once again I will hook it up, get that one in position, tilt that back, see if I can't get a better clamp on that, lift it up. And now with the low loader, because you've got such a heavy weight in the back and such a large log grip, we can very comfortably move multiple logs at one time. So we'll just push in nice and close to the edge here, open up that log grip, they should all fall out nicely. We'll go directly, so we'll go in with the grip, up with the loader, get it nice and clear, and then away we go. We can continue our loading operation. So you can see in a short space of, so basically in less than sort of 10 minutes, we've gotten some logs onto a trailer, utilizing various different pieces of equipment. And obviously whatever, it all comes down to what you've got available in terms of your budget, where you are in the gameplay cycle. So you can basically leverage what you've already got in terms of a tractor with a front loader. Obviously you have to own it. You can't, if you lease a tractor without a front loader attachment, you can't fit a front loader attachment to it after leasing it. So good rule of thumb is get it with a front loader. If you're going to do, just to give you that flexibility, and it's not that much more expensive to select that in the first place. So, and then obviously we've got our Rotney, which we talked about before. So let's go and check out our trailer just quickly. And then obviously when you're doing your tree harvesting, you want to maximize your bale length. So we would probably go 9, 10, 12 meter bales on this truck to fill it up and then sell it. So one other thing for the timber runner is also we've got tension straps as well. So you can see them there. L3 to get those tensioned, or jump in the vehicle, hold down R1 and then press R3, and that will do all of them. And then we can go over and sell them. So we might as well go and sell them at the moment. So we'll take them to the biomass plant. And the selling operation is basically the same as we discussed prior. Come over to the trigger, hit the sell wood L3, and there you go, we've made 5,000 out of that section of wood. So we'll leave it there for that video. Any questions in the comments, please let me know. But hopefully this will get you underway with logging and the ability to transport and sell your cut wood. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.